When you talk about going to South Carolina, trying to run on them at their place?
I mean, obviously it's a different level of competition. They're an SEC team, and we got to do our best to be able to beat them.
What have you learned to be some of the more important things in an SEC road game?
I guess crowd noise will be a big thing that we have to deal with, and just adjusting to the different speed and level. But we practice against great guys every day, so we should be prepared.
And what's your message to the younger players like Jamari?
Just to work hard. I mean, we approach practice the same every day, and just continue to work hard to be ready.
Kirby talked about one thing he wants to see from the offensive line, maybe do a little better job getting to the second level. What's the key to being able to do that successfully?
After you get your fit on the first line of scrimmage, just bring your eyes towards your linebacker and your shoulders turned just to make sure you can get off when they fire.
How many snaps? Do you know how many snaps you played against Austin?
Around 30, 38, something like that.
I know every practice. How easy was that compared to just a Georgia football practice? Like gaming from there?
It was pretty easy because in practice, I don't know how many snaps I get, but after practice, it feels like a full game, a 60-minute game. So when I came out at halftime, I wasn't that tired.
Andrew, you spoke at the West End dedication this week. I just wondered, public speaking's not a small deal for a lot of people. How did you feel about doing that? And then was there a statement kind of there in that Kirby asked you to do it,
Yeah, it was definitely an honor to do that, and then I was pleased that he was asked, to present a player, and that he chose me. I was pretty honored too.
Were you nervous about speaking in front of that many people, or?
Not really. I kind of did it before, so I'm getting kind of used to it. Yeah.
How did you guys deal with the heat on Saturday? Well, I didn't deal with it very well, so and I didn't have on half as much as you guys.
Well, Coach Mark, during practice, he always talks about how we're going to play in hot environments, and we have an indoor facility, but we might not use it that much because he likes to get outside and practice, so we're used to being outside.
And I expect it's going to be like that this Saturday as well.
I know it's early, but you guys get a scouting report. What kind of, if you've looked at it, what kind of jumps out to you about South Carolina's defense, especially their defensive line?
Their front seven, very physical, athletic. Just we're gonna have to be ready to play.
So you've been practicing at left tackle all spring and fall camp. That was your first game. Did it feel any different out there? Just how do you think you did with it?
It was a little different being out there, but I think I'm starting to, get into a groove, just practicing more at it. I think we did pretty well as an offensive line unit.
Is Jake a little different in the huddle this year than last year, just in terms of how far ahead he is with experience, play calls, comfort level, even maybe?
I don't really think so. Last year when he came in, it's the same Jake that it was last year. Like, he comes in, he knows what's going on. He controls the huddle.
Did he even, did he get touched or knocked on the ground once? I'm trying to think.
I think we had maybe one hit on our, I'm not sure.
Do linemen pay, is that something you guys take a lot of pride in?
We take a lot of pride in protecting, yes.
What's the difference between the way Jake is in the huddle and Fields?
Well, it's really no difference, and another thing, we really don't huddle that much. Like, we go on the line of scrimmage and the quarterback calls a play and whatever they run. We really can't tell, who's in that much because we're not even paying attention to them. Yeah.
What differences will you have this year at left tackle, do you anticipate? I know you haven't really played an SEC opponent there, but in terms of scheme or who you might see?
I think, well, for me, I guess, usually the left tackle goes against, the best pass rusher on the other team. So I think, going against every team in the SEC is going to be, a challenge, but I think I'm ready for it.
What did Isaiah Wilson tell you about how he felt his first game was the other day? What was his expressions to you there?
He said he really enjoyed it. He played very well for his first game, so I think he did pretty good.
He didn't get to him too much.
He didn't. No.
Did you put on any weight in the off season in the weight room?
No, I haven't. I'm still at 320, but I don't know. I may have put on more muscle, but I'm the same weight. Yeah.
How much do you like the road environment? It's a little bit different, obviously, when you got so many people yelling at us. How do you like that? And, it's obviously going to be like that this weekend.
I kind of like it. I look at it like a challenge, going into another team's, environment and, competing at the highest level.
This being your first SEC game, what's the hype like? What are guys telling you? What are y'all getting excited about this being a road game and your first SEC?
We try to approach, every game the same. Obviously, it's an SEC opponent, but we're going to, prepare just like any team we play.
You said you like the challenge playing on the road. What specifically is it that kind of gets you juicy flowing for something like that?
Well, when we walk on the field for the first play, it's always loud. You hear the crowd cheering. The other team's piped up, and when you make a play, you get silent, and that's when you're going to hear it.
Is that, I mean, is that something that, you know, that is something I guess we kind of leave out sometimes. You play at home, things are dead quiet, we're trying to help you guys out, but, you know, is that really something that you can kind of feed off of, that you know, the noise and the emotion?
Yeah, we practice, like, when we're in the indoor facility or when we're outside, they play the speakers and have crowd noise, so we get, you know, pretty used to it.
You guys enjoy the hype, I guess. I know you guys don't say much and you focus on you, but when you're hearing South Carolina's guaranteed to win and people are saying this is an upset, is it something that the team kind of enjoys and kind of puts in the back of their mind?
I mean, we just try to focus on what we have to do. We don't really pay too much attention to the other team. We just focus on everything we need to fix getting ready for the game.
There were a lot of freshmen put into this game. Is there anyone that really stood out to you? Anyone that surprised you, impressed you?
I mean, I think all of them played well. I mean, we see in practice every day. We have a lot of depth and a lot of guys that can, you know, compete at this level.
What do you think of this offense with Fromm in there as a starter, what he did last year, then Justin coming in for a series here or there and bringing what he brings to the game?
I think we just have, you know, a very balanced offense, and we have a lot of, you know, guys, a lot of weapons that we can go to. And both quarterbacks are really good.